Hi, I am going to do a watercolor video tutorial, and it is based off this little design of sort of transparent stacked bowls. This is the overall value sort of concept that I'm going to go for, and what I'm doing is using one of my two color studies to with quinacridone rose and ultramarine blue as my guide that I'm going to sort of use and try to transfer these colors in a in the same sort of values as is on here. It will take a little bit, but that's just fine with me. So what I'm going to do is start out with this top bowl. Hope you can see that as a watery quin rose, and this bottom one as a watery ultramarine blue. And then we're going to be, I think it's going to work out nice because the ultramarine blue is only going to get so dark. But when I do mix it, it'll get quite a bit darker, which is, anyways. Yeah, we'll check it out. So I will mix up a little bit of quinacridone rose. Sometimes that was a good example of when, if it's really obvious that there's a lot of other color sitting in that pile of paint, I might just wet it down and then soak up the other colors just so it doesn't get too off from what I'm wanting to do. So this will be just sort of a watery, not sort of, it will be a watery mix, and I'm going to paint it on this shape. Paper is 140-pound paper, so not quite the same as the 300-pound, but that's what I have. I'm gonna bring in a little bit more water. That was seeming, even though it was pretty watery, it was seeming like it was going to be it might be a little too dark. So it's one way to adjust the concentration of the paint, is just bring in some more water when the paint is already on the shape. And I'm going to just keep moving this paint. Start getting rid of it because there's plenty of watery color. Well, there was. So let's see, that's the idea for this top one. Because there's a lot of overlapping, there will be a lot of drying that I'm going to have to allow for, but I promise not to bore you too much with that. And here is some ultramarine blue. I'm going to do this bottom bowl, and I'm just starting off with some ultramarine blue. Eventually I'll get to this sort of darkness, but getting there gradually and building up color and having fun. Let's just start with that. I'm going to spin this guy around to get a better angle. For painting that. This is probably a good example. I'm not sure how much the lines are showing up, but I can tell that I've sort of gone over the line over here, and it's a little opportunity to not be too wed to staying exactly where the lines are, and it's okay to just sort of paint and adjust that shape where you feel like adjusting it. That may sound obvious if you're a seasoned artist, but if you're not, that is a nice idea to just be okay with. Okay, this is the part where I'm going to start drawing, and I'll be back in a bit.